proprietor of the Slavik Painting and Restoration Company, and we're up here at the cottage cabin project. It's a brand new cabin built from the ground up in northern Minnesota, styled after a 1920s or 1930s sort of lake home, vintage cottage sort of thing here. So I'm out on the front porch here. You can see the tongue and groove and the hand split shakes. I'm going to walk you through our job site today. It is day 4, and we're starting walls. Monday, this started months ago. I came up here in the middle of winter, and I primed all the walls, got it ready. The homeowner cut down his own trees, milled his own lumber, made trim out of it, and now installed it all. And the day 1 was based on prep. We spent a lot of our time on prep for woodwork, walls, everything else. I completed all the ceilings. The next 2 days were spent on trim, getting all that ready, and now Thursday we're going to put the first coat on the walls and probably a little bit into the second, and tomorrow, hopefully by midday, mid-afternoon, we'll wrap it up. So basically, this beautiful, brand newly constructed lake home, me and the talented gang of apprentices are coming up here in about 4.5, 5 days. Walls, ceilings, woodwork, up to the highest quality standards that you can possibly get with readily available materials to us contractors. So there are, I didn't know this years ago when I started this process, but evidently there are multi-million dollar homes that don't get treated to trim and walls and ceilings like we do. Oddly enough, I just followed the directions on the cans and the specs from the drywall companies. And yeah, so it's been a little interesting to find out that this is all of a sudden a premium thing when I sort of understood it as a standard. So I am going to walk you guys through here. All right, so woodwork was completed over the last 2 days with a brand new experimental trim enamel from Sherwin Williams, and I'll actually be on a podcast with the PDCA Friday at noon, the Painting and Decorating Contractors of America. I'm doing a joint Ask a Painter show and live in the field training for professional contractors, where I'll be giving my impressions of that enamel. It's not a revealing or a naming of the enamel, because it's out in certain markets, but it's brand new to me, and I'll kind of give you my first impressions on it. Super premium, high-end enamel from Sherwin Williams. This house, I thought it would be a good example of, or a good opportunity for me to try a complete Sherwin Williams system inside and out. So basically, I worked with my local rep. We got some specs going, lined up all the materials, and we're going start to finish with Sherwin Williams products in here to see if I can attain the super high quality that I'm kind of known for with a complete Sherwin Williams system. Because normally I use about 6 or 7 different products when we go start to finish on a house. So you can see all the woodwork is completely finished. These true divided light, double hung windows, hours and hours of work put into each one, completely disassembled, weather stripping, hardware all removed, prepped, primed, sanded, double top coated on all the edges, all the bits of bare wood, and reinstalled. So hopefully these will stand up for the next 100 years. So when somebody interested in history like myself come look at this lake cottage, I hope that he'll have the appreciation that I have for a lot of the old historic work. So, all right, well, you can see the apprentices are diligently sanding away here. We got all the walls patched, everything else put back together yesterday, and today we're going through sanding, and we're on the home stretch. We probably only have about another half hour of sanding here. There's bathroom. They're plugging away in the master suite here, both closet and walls here. You can see we try to keep it, especially with a big project like this, I try to keep extremely clean work areas. It really helps efficiency. When you're not looking for stuff, when you're not tripping over stuff, it really helps going through the process here. So everything that's not going to be painted, we store it underneath the porch here. I'll give you this view. This is just spectacular. Over to the right here is the beaver pond. The bass and the sunfish are biting like crazy over there. There's a family of beavers live over in this one here, and we see the little babies swimming around. But the nice big bass and sunfish biting over there. This is the main lake here. This is a lake. When I came out in the winter, I speared a 39.5-inch pike out of this lake. Not having ever heard about the lake or fished it before, so it's been a lot of fun. We've been all kind of taking turns going out there and doing some fishing. So I'll walk you upstairs into the loft here. And the interesting thing is that you know, like I was saying, the homeowner cut down their own trees, they made their own trim, installed it all themselves. I wish I could show you the floor. Same thing on the floors. Homeowner cut down an oak tree, a white oak tree, got it all milled into lumber, stained it, and we got one coat of Fabulon on it, which is my favorite floor finish. All done by hand, by lamb's wool, and then we covered it up, obviously, to protect it. So, all right, up here, these are beautiful, beautiful fixed light windows here. No operation, but you can see just those beautiful aspens and poplars out there right down to the lake. And a little loft up here. Little storage cubby holes. Another one of those beautiful fixed light windows in the dormer. Yeah. So we're making progress. Hopefully we'll get at least 1.5 coats on the walls today. It's going to be a beautiful sort of semi-historic scheme here. We're going off-white on the ceiling, a little different off-white on the trim, and then we're going a really, really soft sort of buttery, creamy kind of color on the wall too. It's going to be this beautiful sort of mellow, you know, kind of inner workings between all the different textures and colors and things like this. And I wish I could give you some insight into the homeowners and how they decorate, but they've been long past clients of mine, and they have one of the most beautifully decorated houses in Minnesota. So it's going to be spectacular when they get in here. As a matter of fact, they sent me some pictures. They were shopping for caribou heads, mounted caribou heads at antique stores because they like the color of them, and they're probably going to put one on this wall here, if I know them correctly. So it's going to be really, really cool. So all right, I'll flip this guy around here, see what everybody's up to. Oh, John. John Klein and his wife Barbara, their house was the 1870s, 1880s sort of farmhouse that I restored last year that I actually won a PIP award, a nationally given award for exterior restoration. So that's their house. So John, thank you for watching. David, still with the bum leg. I noticed my viewership goes up among those with leg injuries. Must have some time to tune in. Adam Weisseidel, a good friend of mine. Thank you for watching, my friend. Mikey Peterson. Mike's a good fisherman. You'd probably appreciate this lake up here. Sean, a fellow St. Benedictine out there. Thank you for watching. Adam stopped working to go fishing. I try to get in about an hour a day, but you know, we're between pike and walleye and bass seasons here. So, you know, unless the sunfish and the crappies are really biting, you know, it's I would much rather go for some pike out there. Sean, I enjoy seeing the progress. Nice work all. Thank you, sir. Matt Ambuel, my old squad leader from the Army. Looks good. Thank you. Sorry for all the hell I gave you all those years. Dustin, another fellow St. Benedictine with me there. Christian, good friend of mine. It was good seeing you at the expo this last time. Chad Marion, a fellow painter from my neck of the woods. Thanks for watching. Christian, ever use an air scrubber? Have you ever thought of it? Yeah, I'm a hobbyist woodworker, and I'm familiar with sort of the air scrubbers, air cleaners. You know, I've never really, we're always able to evacuate the particulates out of the air really quickly on jobs like this. I always do the push-pull. We get a fan in a window on one side of the house pushing air in with filters on it, and then a fan pushing out with filters on it as well. And usually within about 5 or 10 minutes, we can evacuate all the particulates out of here. That combined with personal safety protection, I guess I really haven't seen any adverse effects. Everybody seems to be happy, healthy, so you know, I'm sure there will be a project someday where we're doing, you know, I would imagine if I was doing a ton of epoxies inside large areas of polyurethane floor finishing, kind of like, you know, down here, this is a smaller floor, but I would imagine if I had a dance floor or a gym floor or something, I would certainly consider the air scrubber. And you know, as I get a little bit further along here with more and more people, it's something I will definitely consider it. Christian, you'd be proud of me too. I actually set up an appointment with a Festool rep. I'm going to see what they have. I'm going to be restoring the exterior of my 100-year-old house this year, and I thought it'd be a perfect time to at least make contact with Festool and see what all the fuss is about. So I will definitely give you guys a report about that. So Dave, no mustard after effects. Things are looking great. For those of you following the hashtag Cottage Cabin Project, We had a very, very huge OSHA and safety scare yesterday when I realized that we've been living basically off homemade ring bologna from crock pots and mustard and ketchup and chips and all this stuff. And last night I spread a little mustard out on the plate for my ring bologna, and it looked a little not so bright yellow. And I flipped the bottle over, and turns out it expired over 5 years ago, and we had been basically working through this bottle pretty heavily over the last 3 days, 4 days. So everybody woke up this morning. OSHA has not shown up on my job site yet, and I have no, I haven't had a work comp claim yet this morning. So I mean, technically we should all be good as long as we can get through the walls here. We got about a day and a half to go. I'm hoping we can just ride in on fumes and sort of keep it healthy, and then we can all recover from the mustard fiasco over the weekend. So, but thank you for your concern. It's first and foremost in my mind too, as a boss eating 5-year-old mustard with my crew. So let's see here. Jamie Lynn, thank you for watching. Always good to have your interaction. Tammy, past customer of mine, thank you for watching as well. Travis Cladivo, the guy that seems to do more fishing than anybody else on the planet. It's impressive what this guy gets. So, and Christian, thank you. Good luck. All right, well, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Quick update here. Like I said, if you want to follow along on this project, hashtag cottage cabin, and you can see everything from when I started. I think it was in February. I took a bunch of pictures of the fish I was catching then, the progress we were doing, and then all the way up to today. There'll be live videos, archive videos, photos, everything else if you want to follow along. Not only is this a new construction project, it's sort of very, very interesting, especially because we're in northern Minnesota. We're doing something vintage, but yet with, you know, brand new experimental Sherwin Williams products. One that I will actually give a sort of shortened review on tomorrow. I'll be doing a national podcast for the PDCA, some live in the field training. I'll partner with them tomorrow. We'll do an Ask a Painter show, and we will do a live in the field training. And I'll give you my impressions of this brand new Sherwin Williams enamel, super premium enamel. And I think you guys would be surprised what I have to say. So we'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching.